go out and buy the course and utilize it over the holidays. Is your point, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get it going and take that time for yourself. It's the biggest gift you can give yourself as a business owner and a creative. So, as a creative, I knew that I always wanted to run a business, but I didn't know the businessy things. I'm Kim Russo, owner of On Brand Designs, creator of the Profitable Brand Designer course, and this is my cute man over here.
I thought we were going to say handsome man, but I'm handsome man Jeremy, co-hosting the show with Kim, hoping to share some knowledge and laughs as we share our journey together as an entrepreneurial couple.
Thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, everyone. I can't believe it's this time of the year already, but we are almost at the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. And wanted to kind of do an episode to talk to you how I prepare to work on my business during these quiet holidays with family. So we don't really travel outside of visiting family because I feel like the holidays a lot of times are for that. But if you're going away, then enjoy every moment and don't listen to this. Put your laptops away and your computer away. But I wanted to talk about how I use the holidays to get some work done for my business. So it is really hard to work in your business, on your business, get client work done, especially as creatives. We're constantly doing for everybody else and sometimes neglect ourselves. And so this time is really a space that you can give yourself the gift of growth. So wanted to kind of go over some of my intentions for the holidays and see if anybody resonates out there.
Well, we did go on a trip last year on a cruise after the holidays, right after Thanksgiving, the week after Thanksgiving.
Yes, we did.
So that was
But
nice.
that one we did not work on.
No, we did not work on. I don't think we had cell service or internet or whatever. And it also doesn't feel like the holidays with the temperature
I know.
because it's 80 degrees outside right now.
I
But
put this long sleeve shirt on because I thought it was cold, but now
yeah,
I'm actually pretty hot, and it's
that's just to make people that look at this that are in the north feel like it's actually cold, but it is
It's
not.
November, and if you are unsure of where we live, we are in Charleston, South Carolina, and it has been a very mild fall so far.
Which I greatly appreciate that because we have guys boat day on Saturday. So I'm hoping the weather stays just like this.
Yeah, but we're only about what 2.5 weeks away from Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So
And Thanksgiving is late this year too. It's the last. There's just a couple days of the month left after that, so
mm-hmm.
it's a longer month for the holidays, but it still feels like it's here already and time to start preparing for it. So, one of the things that I do, so we go now. This is the plan is we've been going for the past few years to Jeremy's parents' house because they live a little bit north and Jeremy likes to hunt and I don't. So that gives me a lot of time to catch up on any creative work that I want to do for my business. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on is SEO. So SEO is super important. And I actually offer it to clients and have partners that do it for clients. I don't do it myself, but I have it within my packages to help boost the creative and the designs. But I haven't done it on my own business. And so working with a partner to really help revamp my content and messaging. And then from there, do some SEO on it. So that's something that I've been actually trying to do for months and decided, you know what, I'm going to wait till I've got some quiet time. Everybody else is with family or not in work mode at that time. And so that's when I'm going to have the space to really block off my calendar from some days while you're out hunting and everybody else is cooking. Because if you guys haven't figured it out, I don't like to cook.
Yeah, that is not your space.
So I don't need to worry about being in the kitchen too much on Thanksgiving.
Nope, she's the one woman that you would say doesn't need to be in the kitchen.
I'm cleanup crew.
You can help clean up, that's right. But when it comes to adding spices to dishes, we need to make sure you're sitting on the couch doing something, maybe in your business.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I think setting goals and setting intentions for what you do for that break is going to really help to get things accomplished and feel accomplished and kind of give yourself that gift of growth during the holidays. So things that you've planned out for the year and really getting ready to kick off the new year in an impactful way. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing. Another thing is I had purchased a course that I haven't had the capacity to finish, and one of that includes a webinar to help teach you guys. And so that is something that I'm going to put on my calendar space to do and work on and try to finish up and be distraction free during that time. And then also get some other creative work done for myself. So I'll work on some pet portraits, I'll work out, and all doing this while spending time with family. So making sure to like take breaks and close the computer when it's time for, actual Thanksgiving meal with the family and, playing some games and taking a break. But I say this with the idea of investing in yourself to move ahead in your business is the most crucial thing to do that. And so I really want to give everybody an opportunity to take the profitable brand designer course during that time, because I know a lot of times we all get, as creatives, super busy with our client work. Client work always comes first because that's what's bringing in money in the moment. But to elevate your business and have more longevity, more revenue with your business, you have to really take that time to work on your business. And so I really am a strong proponent to take those spaces and those gaps to, yes, rest and relax, but also get that space away from doing client work and really, really focus on yourself during those times.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people take, as soon as Halloween's done, I think everybody is a hard stop to say, okay, now the holidays are here, because you have Thanksgiving and then you have Christmas. So in my field with like financial advising and working with people that have to deal with like their money and how they're like trying to plan, that really isn't, it's always dropped off right after or right as the holidays begin, right after Halloween, and people just go into shutdown mode because it's like, we want to talk about like family and spending time with family and not really worried about finances. So as soon as January 1st hits, when everybody has their New Year's resolutions and they're ready to start, thinking about that and how they can structure that, that's a big thing for like New Year's resolutions, getting their finances in order. But those last 2 months, I think, is a crucial time to kind of work on yourself, work on your business, because a lot of people aren't really receptive to, sitting down, having meetings and talking about things. So again, that is a good time to really focus on yourself and your business.
Yeah, and investing in yourself too. So, I'm not an accountant, but I do know the more money you spend on your business, the less money you'll have to owe to taxes at the end of the year. So if it takes, a couple $100 or $1,000 or $1,500 to invest in yourself and your education and your growth, where you can make so much more back, or just pay your taxes. I am a big proponent of use all your money you can on education and
Yeah,
learning things.
because you either give it back to yourself or you give it to the government, and I think we all know where that money should go for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's a time just to kind of, again, work on yourself, work on growing your business,
And get that
and
tax write off.
yeah, we'll get a tax write off. But definitely, if you're in Kim's field and looking to learn, educating yourself from a professional is always a way to go for sure.
Yeah. So in the Profitable Brand Designer, it's a super easy digestible course to take. And it really is teaching yourself how to be positioned and the process that I use to help elevate the branding experience for my clients. And so you could do it, grab a comfy chair, make some cocoa, coffee, whatever your preference is, and just an hour a day, really just spend to soaking it all in and then going back and implementing. So that's kind of, it goes in an order and there is a process. You do have to finish some parts of it to get to the next step, but soak it all in so you know how to prepare and plan and make a plan for 2025 based off of what you've learned too as well. So we go through mindset, just kind of getting yourself really prepared to take on such a new growth spur in your business, because what this is going to do is really elevate how you are positioning yourself, treating your clients, and delivering onboarding and offboarding to them. Also, how to give more impactful designs. So we're going through strategy, we're going through process, we're going through pricing modules. So how to price and contracts to elevate that experience and make sure that you're protected. So, there's a lot in there, but it's all stuff that is easy to digest, easy to get through, and really give yourself a plan. Like, okay, this is what was talked about, and this is kind of the stage to go in it. Now I can plan for Christmas, or whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Usually, the in the U.S. we're shut down. People aren't really open between Christmas and New Year's, and so really taking that time to plan for 2025 and do it so that it's something that you can attainably get done and complete, because the further you procrastinate to doing something like this and really elevating yourself and your business, the further you are away from whatever that success looks like to you, whatever that next step looks like to you, and growing in your business.
Yeah, and you've also had multiple people that have already taken the course that have come back and personally, I don't know if there's any written testimonials, but personally come back and said how much that actually helped them understand how to grow and build their business. And they didn't realize until they got into your course how much it actually helped them out, right? So
Yeah.
you've had some good feedback on the course already. So
Yeah, I've gotten a couple written so far, and some more face to face. So part of the course is I do offer coaching, group coaching, and one on one coaching, and that's where you can really dive in and help you like focus on what is meant for you, because you might be a little bit in the middle of the course. Some of it you might have already implemented. You might be further along. You may have had a business for years and are just kind of struggling to get to that next point, and giving that guidance and showing real time for me. So you're learning from somebody that has gone through it. I built a 6-figure business being a creative, mind you, thinking I didn't know the businessy things and I wasn't smart enough. I'm doing air quotes right now if you're just listening. But thinking about all of that as a creative and building a business, to learn from somebody who figured it out, and I'm still figuring it out. So I'm trying to get to the next level right now, and there's constantly learning. I'm constantly learning. And so to be able to, for lack of a better word, mentor or help somebody who is just at that stage just below me, you're getting real time. Like I'm still in it. I am still in the business. So, a peer that's a little bit more advanced and has some more knowledge in business.
yeah, and I think one of the things to point out about a course is, a lot of people are selling courses and trying to promote courses, but just because you buy a course doesn't mean you're going to have the level of success that Kim has or that anybody else has. You have to take that knowledge and what's in the course and really implement it, because just because Kim's built her business to the level that it is doesn't mean you're going to have the same success, because people buy courses all the time and they don't implement. They just go through and say I bought a course, now all of a sudden I should be having the success that this person has or that Kim has or whatever. But that's not even the case. Like people buy courses all the time and they don't implement what's inside of them. So that's really up to you as the individual to really take what's inside the course and implement it, because there's no guarantee on any kind of no one. Kim definitely doesn't make income claims of what people can say. She just tells you what she's done, and that the possibility is there to learn from someone like Kim who's talented. But that's completely upon the person to make that happen for themselves.
And it's not an overnight thing. It's done holistically in a way that it's not just one thing that's going to affect it. There's so many things that go into growing a business and learning the things that are going to help elevate it. So confidence, that's why I start with mindset, is just being confident in showing up. How you conduct your sales calls. I don't say it's sales calls. I say it's getting to know somebody calls. And that's really how you show up in those. And so, I talk all the things that I've done to really step into the version of myself that I am in business, and all the way into marketing, how to position yourself as a personal brand too. When we're creatives and really being the face of our businesses, we need to know how to show up in our businesses. Networking has been a huge impact in my business. And so there's a way to do it strategically to get the most out of it. And I share all of those sort of tips and secrets in there. And that's why it really is a good time to get into it, have some accountability. And so kind of circling back to what I was starting to say and started to ramble, which is what I tend to do a lot, is on those group coaching calls and one-on-one calls, that's a place to get additional information. So the course has got a lot in it, but as we all grow, we're here to support each other. It's like a designer community. And so on one of the calls recently with one of the girls that are taking the course, I came into the house crying. I don't know if you remember, and you were like,
Oh
"What's
yeah.
wrong?" And I don't cry a lot. It's very rare, unless it's like The Notebook or something, um, something that's super sentimental. But it's like I've never cried for like being heartache or sad or anything like that. It's more or hurt. It's more good. I think is I cried more for. And I came in the house and I'm like, no, it's good. And the impact that I've had on just this one person alone, let alone the other people that are also in the community, but it just like validated what I am here for and my mission and why this became a thing. I didn't start out in my branding agency thinking I was going to be a teacher to others. It just kind of naturally fell into that because I love to help people, and I saw how I potentially was not struggling, but I was stuck for a long time, and I really needed that like person, that course, that thing to help me. And I invested a lot in the business when I finally figured out, okay, I can't do this by myself. I can't figure this out without somebody else's mentorship. And some of the investments that I made were good, some of them were not good. And that's when I really kind of had this passion to help others like me get there a little bit faster than I did, but also not break the bank and spend as much as I invested. Yes, I truly 100% believe investing in yourself, but I wanted to give an outlet for somebody to invest in and somebody who is creative to learn a more concentrated way than I did.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this before on other podcasts, is taking the path that someone's created by learning from their mistakes so you don't have to make the same mistakes. So you have someone that puts all of that information into a concise course. She'll tell you, hey, I did this, you don't need to do this, and these are the results. So somebody's already, you've already bought courses which you saw didn't really
And I
pan out,
still
and you
do,
you concise it down.
but
But yeah, that's just taking someone's path that's already been there, done that, and you can learn from them. That's how anybody really learns, is somebody that's already done it.
yeah, I think continuing education all the time is, how you get on. And I have such a passion for it, and I just have a passion to then give back and share. So I'm really excited that, as this episode comes out, I'll be in the middle of it, but I got accepted into an AI personal branding course cohort. And what excites me the most, that was one of the questions, like, what excites you about taking this and being a part of this? And one, I want to know AI in a creative way, more responsibly. I've used it a lot for marketing and content ideas like that, but I haven't really used it a ton besides Photoshop generative AI tools. But what's exciting me the most about taking this cohort is to be able to take the knowledge that I learn and then pay it back and teach somebody else.
Well, and that's another point too, is that we live in a day and age where things are not stagnant; they're changing all the time. So you have to have someone that's up, on the front lines, or knowing what's coming out, because things change on a daily, weekly, and obviously monthly basis with the new tools and technology. And I think one of the things that Kim was concerned about when AI became such a huge part of our future moving forward, no one can resist the fact, or play down the fact of how much AI is going to be involved in our future moving forward. So you have to have a way to adapt to that, inside of any business. And that's just, again, for myself with more financial business that I deal with, and Kim's creative business. She was kind of, I won't say nervous or anything, but you were kind of thinking, well, how will this affect you as a designer?
Mm-hmm.
But it really is there to help you, because there are AI tools out there to where you can, quote unquote, build, like, logos and stuff like that, but they're not as, I guess, precise and in depth to really match someone's, overall goal of what their business is and their business identity, by going and plugging it into AI. And then you just go down this rabbit hole of, like, you really don't know what you're doing, especially if you're someone who is just trying to start a business. So if you're a business person, just like Kim, sometimes, maybe you don't understand all the businessy things to it, but you understand design. So that's the same thing if someone's trying to start a plumbing company or an HVAC company. You're a business owner that you're out there trying to design your logo for your business. Well, you need a professional to actually, get that brand identity to, align with what you want your business to represent. So going and throwing something into an AI tool to think that you can create your own logo and your own
Mm-hmm.
brand to your company is not the same as having it professionally done, and that'll show. And we've talked about this before, is how having a good brand, a good website, a good logo will really attract more business than trying to shortcut it through,
Yeah.
having it
Well,
done by just AI.
we'll do a whole episode on AI, but to that point, there is some legal things that come around that. So trademarking, it duplicating the same concept for somebody else. There's also strategy that comes into place, and that's something that I do talk about in the course as well. Is how to elevate your branding through strategy. And so, one of the things that I used to do is get a job, do the logo based off of the few things they told me, kind of like a guessing game, a little bit of research, not much, but now I can charge more because I am building out a brand, not just a logo. So that's what I teach in the course is how to build out a brand to be able to elevate your pricing. And then there's so much more to building out a business too, but how to position yourself as the expert and the leader and have a process that proves that and also avoids the back and forth of a logo that you didn't get because you didn't quite understand the person or the brand. And when it comes to AI, you still need that person, that other creative that can help guide AI. So AI is a tool, but to just go and create it without the expert, you're giving it your input isn't going to be expert input. So you can still use AI, and there's a way to do it responsibly, which is what I'm excited to learn about. Is you're still going to need a designer, you're still going to need a brand person, you're still going to need a person that understands, also can look at it and know if it makes sense with all the strategy done. And you can use AI to help you with the strategy too. It's all a tool, but you still need somebody that is a specialist. And so, creatives, there is a market for you to learn AI, still have your jobs, still be able to charge just as much, but also be more efficient because you can use it as a tool to help you. So I am really excited to learn that in that way. And I think I shifted a little bit. I think when AI first came out, I was like, so, oh no, oh no, oh no. But then once you understand it and you still need that finessing by a human to be able to get it right, have it be unique, have it make sense for all of the different elements when it comes to strategy, which is, depending on what type of business it is, but you could be personal brand combined with target audience, combined with um, you know what makes sense at the moment, and all of those things. There's so many things that go into it, and while you can compile with it, somebody who is a plumber that needs branding isn't going to know all the things that it needs to input into AI and how to tweak it once it's created in AI to make it be unique and work for them and be legal at the
Yeah.
same time. So we can do a whole episode on that, and we'll wait till after I take this AI cohort to understand more. But one of the awesome things that I want to share with you about this course is, it's not a new innovative thing, but you do have lifetime access. And as I add new products and things, whoever's in the course will be the first to know about the new products, and some of them even get for free. So that is something that it will be intended to do, is add a little bit element of AI into this, and that will be for whoever's already purchased already, and anybody that were purchased today or tomorrow, it will be updated and they're always in the loop. And then there is that group coaching and private coaching on top of that, that as all these new things develop, you're getting like insider right away information and tools to kind of get ahead. I think that's the biggest thing when I started to lean into AI is I'm going to get left behind if I don't figure this out and hop on board in a way that can work for me, clients, and everybody to be, in this modern world and keep up.
Yeah, but AI is just like she keeps saying, it's just a tool. People are still human in nature, and they still need human interaction. So AI is just a thought generative tool to. There's no human element. Well, yes, there is human element because everything is fed into AI is developed by humans, but in the sense of AI itself, there's no human element to that. So it's not going to be able to replace the human element of someone like Kim or another designer who can actually sit there and help you develop that, because you'll drive yourself crazy trying to, work with just AI, because it doesn't understand you as a person. You still have to have that human connection one to one with a professional that's actually going to sit there and, be able to answer your questions one on one and really dive into what does your brand represent for you. So thinking that AI is just a tool, it's like building a house. You have all of your tools that are available, but they're not going to be able to build that house without some form of human element there to, pick up those tools and put them to work to build that house and build that foundation on what you want it to be. So AI again will be always going to be, in our future moving forward. It's just how do you utilize it paired with that human connection to build the brand or build whatever you want for yourself.
Yeah. Totally. But yeah, so I think back to the point of this is to really take time for yourself and don't neglect that. And the holidays, when it's quiet and everybody is stuffed and full on the couch, I like to whip my computer out and get some more stuff done and work on your own brand.
So go out and buy the course and utilize it over the holidays is your point, right?
Yeah. Get it going and take that time for yourself. It's the biggest gift you can give yourself as a business owner and a creative. So there's and plan. So take it, digest it all. I'm always here to support too. Very, very accessible. And I think that some of the bonuses of working with somebody like me is I'm not somebody that's unattainable. Like it's me answering you if you send me a DM and need some help. If you want to set up a call, like I am always eager to help. And it just lights me up to help others and see others grow and make an impact on other creatives that are like me or like me a couple of years ago.
So where can they find the course?
Yeah, so if you go to onbranddesigns.com, there's a for designers tab, and if you tab down, it's for short, it's TPBD, the Profitable Brand Designer. We'll also have the link in the show notes, link tree or actually our links, because you can do more links in Instagram, but there's everywhere is a landing page, and there's more detail about what's in each module, what to expect, and some information about the upgraded coaching. So if you just want a consultation too, there is a link there just to kind of talk to me, see, if it's right for you. And then we can get on a one-on-one call try to get on before the holidays to kind of make an action plan and a game plan to what makes sense for you, because everybody is at a different stage in their business and their growth. And some people that are taking it, they already are working for companies. They've got big contract clients, but their dream and their goal is to have their own business. And so I do say, why not work on yourself and your business and invest in it now while you've got that other income? But you have to make sure that you're taking the time to build that. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck if you don't make the big moves and take the time to work on yourself and work on your business. So that's my biggest thing is you always want to have some sort of income coming in and make sure that you have that foundation, but take the time to work on your business. And so somebody who is trying to leave a contract or corporate job, or somebody that is had a business for a few years, but they're just taking what comes in, kind of living in that freelancer mindset and not having the proper systems set up to really elevate their business to, and I'd say agency-ish model. You can still be a solopreneur and have it positioned more agency to really attract those higher end clients, those bigger budget projects. Simplifying, that's a big thing. And I'm working on that too, even more to get to that next level now. But I think all of those things are super important to growing a successful creative business.
Anything else before we close?
No, I'm just excited, and I hope everybody has a great holiday and Thanksgiving and gets lots of work done on themselves and their business.
And don't eat too much.
Thanks for listening. We hope that you enjoyed listening to this episode as much as we enjoyed creating it. Make sure that you follow On Brand Designs on all social media pages and on Instagram, The Profitable Brand Designer, to get the latest episodes, releases, and tips and tricks for brand designers. And also,
you can also follow us as a couple on Instagram at Profitable Brand Couple. That's profitable.brand.couple. So we hope you follow us there and like and comment.
And subscribe and follow us on YouTube to see us in action.
There you go.
Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.